So, RWBY Volume 1 was a mess. Between the multi-part single episodes ruining the flow to the seemingly random story bits, I would honestly not be interested in watching this Volume 1 again. I can only hope that Volume 2 is better. The main issue that occurred in Volume 1 was bringing up plot points or world building, but never addressing or explaining them ever again. Like, oh wow, cool, there's this dust stuff that's super important for some reason. We should be shown why it's important. Hell, I'd sell for bad shoehorns telling us why it's important. As long as we know why it's important. They told us it was important and then left it at that. And the story was all over the place. Yes, you should be taking time for your characters to have their arcs. But you can't just put the main story on hold to go on a character arc spree. You want to have the characters' arcs flow with and work with the main story. This entire volume felt like filler, except for the first and last episodes. And that's pretty much it. And that's not the way you want to start out. Like, this is Volume 1, this is the intro, this is how you hook the people. If your hook is boring and filler, nobody's going to want to keep watching, whatever. So moving on to the best part of the show is the characters. All the characters are fun, cool, funny. None of them really feel two-dimensional, which is really perfect. Characters are fresh enough and relatable enough that they were amazing enough to carry the show. Not enough for me, but enough for everyone else, clearly. They just barely weren't enough for me. But that's almost exclusively just because of how they handled the chemistry and conflicts of the characters. The character-v-character conflicts only ended up relevant when it was plot point. Other than that, they were resolved quickly and barely had any intro or any real meat to them. But the overall tone was good and the show has potential. I'm looking forward to see if it lives up to that potential, in Volume 2 and so on. But we guess we'll have to see. So far, with the way Volume 1 is, Volume 1 of RWBY is going to be getting a 6 out of 10 from me. That basically just means that it's better than bad, but not quite going out of your way to watch it kind of good. But we'll see if it's worth it later on down the line.